The Minnesota governor requested $500 million for repair and aid after the riots in Minneapolis, even though said governor and mayor of Minneapolis took zero action to stop the rioting. In fact, even told police to stand down, denied the National Guard's help while the city was on fire, then finally accepted their help after everything was completely looted, vandalized, and or burned. Then the cherry on top, they voted to disband the police, making riots like this ever more possible the slight second something goes wrong, kind of like a brush fire in California. The good news in all this is that Trump denied the request for $500 million for repair and aid, as he should. Why should the American people have to pay for the mass destruction you let happen that could have been stopped? I don't know, maybe he wanted to be seen as the cool dad, or as the governor's tweets would imply, maybe he thought the destruction was therapeutic for his people. Probably both. And I just think we all know how illogical that sounds. But the real fault in logic here is the people of Minneapolis, and they're called to defund and disband the police. The annual budget for the Minneapolis police is around $200 million, and the protesters caused over 2 times that in damages just in a few weeks, as they tried to show their unrest and insane anger in the call for defunding or disbanding the police to reinvest the cops' budget in their community. Congratulations. Now not only are the shootings and crimes skyrocketing there, but you're down $500 million. Have they considered the police aren't actually the bad guys here, but they themselves are actually terrorists to their community? This was not an act of overcoming. The mayor and that governor's actions can be chalked to office's Michael Scott level management. You guys blew it, and I hope Trump doesn't send out any aid to any other places and mayors or governors let their people just go fucking crazy. I mean, really, these so-called leaders are like terrible parents whose children terrorize towns, but then when the news comes to interview them after Junior burned down the school, they're like, oh, he's a good kid at heart. He's really creative. Give me a break. There's no excuse for destroying your community. We need to make personal accountability great again.